Hey guys, it's TheGearChange here, also known as Blue XR5 for the car page. I'm here today to install some emerald struts for my boot. Got them here in the package, just gonna take out the factory ones. Sorry about the glare from the sun today. But yeah, just gonna get straight to it and show you guys how I do it. Okay, so something I thought would be worth mentioning was I put these struts in the car when I first got it, which would be around 15 or 16 months ago, and due to me putting them in by myself and not having any assistance and the tailgate being quite heavier than I expected, the gas strut on the left hand side here ended up cracking my original tail light. As I've said to you guys before, and as you probably know if you've watched the videos, these ones here are the LED ones, which are quite hard and desirable. So just for like safe measure, I'm gonna quickly take them out so I don't have anything to break, and then put the struts in and then put the tail lights back in. Might sound silly to some people, but personally I just don't want to run the risk of potentially breaking them. Okay, so I've got the struts here. I've got the current ones in the car, but I've carefully taken the tail lights out. Had to unclip them from the inside on both sides. Yeah, just got them here in red, so just gonna take these original ones out. I'll probably just record taking one of them out because it's a bit hard to do with just one or two people, and then show you guys me installing these new ones and the difference before and after. Alright, so taillights are out of the car, and this is what happens when you unlock, and you then go click the boot button. As you can see, it does not pop open. It unlocks, but you then still have to physically grab it and pull it up. Sorry about the sun glare in the video as well. Alright, so I've got one emerald strut in there. I've pulled all the tabs out and just used a bit of WD-40 silicone spray to lubricate it as directed. With these ones, you kind of just pry them up as so, and then get in behind the ball there with a screwdriver or a flat blade like this, and then you pop it off. I'll do that in 2 seconds and show you guys once I've got the bottom. Ignore the dirty light area, but you just do the same thing again. Pry this up and off, and then this should just pop off as such. Alright, so me and my dad have put the new ones in. A little bit tricky to get the pins through the ball joints on the new ones. I'll show you guys a close-up in a little bit. But yeah, just gonna show you guys what it looks like when you pop the boot open. Be in mind, they are very stiff when you put them in with the spring setup, but I will click that now, and up she goes. Woohoo! So when you get them out of the box, you have 4 pins that sit on the tips of each ball joint, as you can see here. This one was a little bit tricky to get on as it was on a slight angle, obviously due to the way it was drilled. But yeah, so there's 4 of them. They're a little bit tricky, but you have to put them through. So you got to pop them onto the joints, then put the pins on. So a little bit tricky, but nonetheless, so happy with them. Just gonna put the tail lights back in and clean all this stuff up, and also put the trim back together. And then I'll do like a little display at the end of what it looks like with all the lights and everything and all that jazz. So yeah, keen to show you guys. Alright guys, so here she is all back together. Thankfully the sun's gone down a little bit. So I've put the tail lights back in, just had to clip them in underneath there on that side and underneath there on that side. So you just undo these 2 bolts and those 2 ones there. You can just use like a little Allen key, so just did that. But yeah, so that's the struts. As you can see, they're quite stiff when I go to push it down. Like, you can need a lot of force at this point here to do it. So once again, thought I'd show you guys this time with the tail lights in, just for reference, because it looks a bit weird without them. So you got the button here, it's got like a little thing saying hold, so you just put that, up she goes. So much better, especially for me who goes to the gym and you go to get shopping and stuff. Like having to click the button and then the boot not actually go up is quite frustrating. So now that I've got the emerald struts in, saves a lot of time, and I think also just aesthetically looks a lot better. So yeah, keen to make a bit more content. Car's out of action for a little while, as some of you may have seen on my story, but I'm still working to get parts on the way to do things in the meantime while I sort out the issues. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.